Well, we're back in the closet.
Why are you looking at food porn? I see you over there. I see you. Your privacy screen isn't working, and you're looking at food porn.
Because...
Steak and eggs?
And bacon.
Steak and eggs and bacon.
The carnivore.
Uh-huh. Oh, are we going back to carnivorism?
I did not say that. I said it's a carnivore. It's a carnivore hashtag that I've followed since I've done my carnivore diet. And it looks delicious, actually.
It actually does look really good, but...
It does.
Anyway, so we're going to go a continuation of what we talked about last podcast, where we started to talk about 10 relationship rules, and we only got through number 1.
Yeah, we did. It was a rant.
Well,
we got off base a little bit.
Sometimes that happens, and that's okay. We can stretch this as long as we need to. Okay?
That's what she said.
Oh, boy. Here we go. All right. So, number 1, just a recap, is admit when you're wrong and they are right. We went over that. We started talking about divorce.
Admit when you're wrong and I am right. Admit when you're wrong and I am right.
You're stupid.
You're supposed to drop the beat.
I don't even have a beat to drop. Sorry. I'm not a rapper. I'm not your girl Nikki, who you're in so much. No, you're in love with Cardi.
We both of them.
Oh,
the
you're
same
weird.
Time.
What?
We can flip it.
So
I'm in the right and you're in the wrong. I'm in the right. You're in the wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna move us on. Number 2 is have shared hobbies but solo pursuits. So do things together but also apart is how I interpret that. Do you interpret that way?
Could you read it one more
Oh,
time?
my word. Have shared hobbies, but solo pursuits.
So...
Like, do things together, but apart is how I take that.
Why'd they say, what's the difference between pursuits and hobbies? Is it like, can I have just shared hobbies and single hobbies? Like, can we have our own hobbies and hobbies together?
Okay, that's, oh my gosh. You're
why
reading,
pursuits?
I don't know why.
What's a pursuit versus a hobby?
A pursuit is like
Wait,
goals.
No, we're not going to get into it.
It's like goals, I feel like.
Let's just go with yes, you're right.
But I think they're saying, like, have things that you do together, but also you got to have your separate stuff, too.
You've got to be your own person.
Is what I think they're saying. Yes, you have your own goals.
Your own identity and your own interests and your own things you do by yourself or with other people.
Right, other than your spouse.
Other than your spouse.
And I think that it needs to be stuff other than just your job. Because you could say, oh, yeah, well, we don't work together.
Not a hobby.
I know, and that's where I'm lacking. I need to do something. You play basketball at least on Tuesdays when you can get enough people together. I do
basketball. I hoop it up.
So you at least have that outing. I don't. I was supposed to have Monday night girl night out or Monday night me time. I can go do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like just go out with my friends or, whatever. But I don't ever do it.
You don't? You need to do it. I'm totally in support of you doing it.
I know you are.
It is almost... well.
Why is everything a song tonight?
I don't know. It's just...
I guess I just need somebody to push me to do it. I don't know. But I do need that time to just go, not go to the gym, not go work out, not do anything like that, but just go.
Go.
Okay, so we understand that. We've talked about that before in podcasts.
Like we got a hobby.
In the past.
Podcasting. Together. That's
right.
A hobby. We have a hobby of, like, sex. That's together.
Right.
Right. That's one hobby that we just do together. Right? We don't do that with other people.
Right.
Okay, just clarifying.
I don't
clarifying. We do it by ourselves though sometimes.
I don't feel like that's a hobby.
We do that hobby by ourselves sometimes. And
I don't think that's a hobby. I don't think that's a hobby.
I know. It's not.
Anyway, let's do number 3 because this one's good. This one's so good. I love this one.
I'm nervous.
I haven't even read down the list. I really honestly haven't.
I'm so nervous.
Number 3 is never stop dating them, but date differently. Yes. Yes, that's what I've been preaching forever.
I've said that forever.
Oh my gosh.
That is literally like my tagline. It's on my business cards.
You're lying right now.
And it's on my email address.
Oh my gosh.
Like it's in my signature on my email. It says that exactly. They stole that from my email.
Are you finished with the lies?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's so important to never stop dating. Women need that shit.
You seem violent when you speak of this.
I'm not violent. I'm just saying. Am I right?
You're freaking... Obviously, it's on the internet.
I found it on Instagram. It's right. I tell you.
I agree with it. I wholeheartedly agree with it.
But wonder what it means by date differently.
Well, I think it's something. Here's the problem with men.
Do enlighten us.
Well, we're not going to go over all of them.
Oh, we don't have all night.
Exactly. There's problems with women too. We're just not going to go there. Okay.
There is?
Yes, but we're not going to go there.
No.
There's other women. You are perfect.
Oh, yes. Yes.
But here is the problem with men. We have a nature. We strive to relax, right? We strive to get to a comfort. We want to fix everything. Why? Because we don't like it to be uncomfortable. We want to fix the problem, even when you're not even asking us to fix it, right? You're not even like, hey,
That's
let
where
me
you're jacked
complain
up.
about something. And we immediately in our head, we're like, oh, the panic sets in. It's like, how can I help her fix this? How can I help her fix this? Well, what happens? They say date differently because we're also the people that like cheat codes in games. And we like moves. Like if you're playing Madden online when I was young, or when you're playing, if you're playing NBA 2K, and you find out a move that gets you by your guy every time to score, or shoot in real life basketball or football, if you've got a move that always gets the guy and it works for you 70% of the time, it's like dating. It's like, we'll just do that every time and she'll be okay. Right?
No, that's
it's
not
like,
how it works.
It's like she really likes it when I take her to bowling. So just things are getting rough right now, so I better schedule a bowling night.
I'm confused.
It makes sense to me. And this is where the disconnect happens, people.
I don't understand what your point is.
We just go the easy route sometimes.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying is you stop getting creative.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so you instead of saying, because I'm experiencing this myself right now, I'm trying to be more creative. I'm trying to be more like outside the box.
Right.
For my lady.
Right.
So instead of getting locked in on things that you've done in the past for dates, because you automatically go to your
Dinner.
well, not just dinner, but your library of things that you've done together. But you got to recreate things. Like you got to come up with new ways to date that are exciting to light that fire. You know what I mean? To
Right.
get you excited again. Other than just like, it's not just going out and being with me. That's going to like be different. If
Right.
it's the same thing every weekend,
Right.
it's not really a date.
Exactly. I'm
But
glad
I
you
don't-
realized this.
I didn't realize it for a long time.
It's just going out and hanging out like we do all the time.
well,
Like a date, you know what I'm saying? Like a date's different
a
than that.
date is different.
A date is
I'm
different.
catching on.
Yeah.
I'm 44 now, and like I'm starting to catch on. But yeah,
Dating is that is. I mean, when you if
Dating
you think
takes a
about
little more
it
effort.
does. If you think about when you first started dating your whoever you're with right now, and for us it was a long time ago. Those kind of dates is what I'm talking about. Like where something new. You know what I mean? Like you're right. When you're with somebody for so long, you have to really start thinking.
well, and let's look at it this way, because it's the same way with women. With what do men want?
Sex.
Bam. So what do women do? Women just think. I think a lot of women have the mentality, I have sex with you
No, and that's I know. Why are you stopping me?
because I'm not done.
Oh, you pause.
So let's
I jump
take-
on every pause you can.
Let's just take the scenario I just gave. Women, I think, do the same thing men do. Men do it with dating, and they don't recreate the date. Women do that, I think, with sex. They're like, he just wants in, so I'm going to, like, roll over, and if he tries, I'm going to give it up. So he got it, and he should be happy because he got to be with me. I'm not going to climb on him and make him feel like I can't stand not having him. I want to tear his body apart. Like, I got to make him feel like he's the man. I just need to let him have some, and then that's what women fall in the same trap of just being not creative, not making them feel special.
Right.
In that way, they're like, well, I give it up. Okay, yeah, but do you put any effort? Do you make him feel like he's something? You know what I mean?
I do.
So it's the same kind of thing, both sides, but I think both parties think, I did it. Right? I did it. I took you out. What's wrong with
know.
you? I took you out on a date. I bought you dinner. We talked. We looked at each other. We made fun of people together like we always do.
Right.
Right?
I think
So it's like kind of like both parties kind of get to that into that zone where they're mentally for themselves are checking the box
yes.
that we did it. So, and that's the thing that sucks with certain things like sex. It's like you get to our stage and it's not about frequency. Frequency's great, but quality is much better than quantity.
So what are you saying?
Our sessions are good. We don't worry about how much we do it as much as it's like we don't even want to waste it. Like we don't, even if we flirt all day and we're too tired at night,
Right.
it's like we'll be like, you know what, let's not waste tonight. We could bone because we flirted all day.
Would you don't say that? Why?
Because
Okay.
you love it. You're taking your clothes off.
I'm taking my sweatshirt off because certain words that are
Make you
referred
hot?
to certain words that people say and to refer to sex and the act make me want to pull my hair out. Bone is one and nut is the other.
Oh, I can't wait till we bone and I nut.
I can't stand that. Like that is just like I cannot stand if you say can we bone, the answer is no every single time. Every single time. It's going to be no. We can't. And we probably can't for a week now because you've screwed it up in my head. Okay? I'm not doing it. And if you say something about nutting, I'm going to,
So I shouldn't whisper in your ear like I'm on a nut.
oh my gosh, if you do it, I'm seriously out. I'm seriously out. Session over.
I'm
I
gonna
can't.
nut so hard,
Stop
girl.
it. You're making me, stop.
I can hear a song now. I'm coming up with a song. It's going to be our intro music.
No, it will not. I hate when people say that. It's so gross. But anyway, I've said that before though. Like women need to spice it up. Like I've said before, like wear something special, get some lingerie. You know what I mean? Like you're right, we do.
Or just when you're giving head or something, like twist her or
gosh,
give some eye
Jeff,
contact.
please.
Act like you like it a little bit.
Oh,
Right?
Lottie. I'm so over you.
It's real talk here in the closet.
So yes, so we both agree. Spice it up in the bedroom, spice it up in your dating world.
I think that men need to lead and things might spice up. But this is a big lesson I'm learning lately is it can't be transactional. Meaning, guys, we tend to do things that are a little different and we're like giving ourselves a pat on the back, right? Like she might want you to be more romantic or you need to do something special for her.
Yeah.
So you think outside the box and you take her somewhere different. Maybe you get her some flowers and then all of a sudden you're patting yourself on the back and you're thinking, I did something really cool for tonight, so I'm definitely going to get some good sex later.
Right.
That's transactional.
Ah.
And we all men do that.
Yes.
But my mindset, I'm trying to break that because you know what? That's
What?
kind of insulting when you think about it. On my side, like I don't want it because I did something. You know what I mean? I want you to want me.
Well,
I want that to make you want me, but I don't want you to ever wake up the next day and think. Or no, the next time I do go out of my way and do something, I don't want to trigger some subconscious that says, "Oh, he did that, so now I need to pay him back." You know what I mean? I don't want it to be that way.
Yeah.
I need to have sex with him today because he did that. I don't want it to be like that.
Yeah.
I want it to be like something that's more genuine and pure.
I agree with that.
Right?
Right.
But I'm not always like that. I'm not saying that. I'm learning. And it's like you talk to yourself and you start seeing it for what it is. And I think there needs to be a level of security and confidence where your self-esteem's at a good place before you can, like, really do that well.
Yeah. I agree.
Right?
Right.
Because men need sex and women need choked. Is that how it goes?
Oh my gosh, you're totally missing it. No, can we move on because you're not making any sense. I don't know what this next one means. I don't understand it. Maybe
Is
you
this
do.
number 4?
Yeah, because we're moving on because you're taking this to a level that it wasn't supposed to go to. We were talking about dating, and see how you twisted it. We're talking about dating, and now we're focused on sex.
We're not focused on sex. This is a podcast.
You
We're having fun. We're being entertaining, and
You
people
took
love sex.
the point. There's nothing about sex in number 3.
Oh, there is now.
Well, there is now because Jeff's talking about it.
And listen, I agree with you about the whole dating thing. Number 3.
Great. Number 4. And it says in all caps, mirror communication to better understand them. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Why are you looking behind me?
I'm looking at you.
No, you weren't. You were looking beyond my shoulder. What are you, that freaked me out a little bit.
I don't know. Let's just
No,
go.
what were you looking
I was
at?
looking at my clothes.
You weren't even listening to what I was saying. What did I say?
Mirror each other for better communication or something like that. I know what it is. It's mirroring. It's a
Mirror
classic
communication to better understand them.
It's a sales technique. They teach it in sales. You mirror
Oh
people.
gosh, how? What are you talking about?
There's a thing with us in our brains. You all mirroring people helps you understand them. You mirror people's actions when you're in front of them. You mirror them. You get into the conversation with them, and you mirror their thoughts and actions. Like you go along the ride with them. Right? You don't.
I guess, but I mean, why would you do that?
People do it all the time. Because what does it say? Better communication.
No, it doesn't. It
understand
says
the
better to
person better.
understand them. But I don't know. I don't understand that one at all.
Well, then move on to number 5.
I'm going to.
Screw number 4.
Yeah, I don't like that one. I mean, if you have any more to say about it, but it doesn't.
I got nothing to
mean,
say.
It makes no sense to.
5.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to take my time now just to spite you because you're being so demanding. Okay, number 5. 5 is the 5-minute rule. Give them uninterrupted attention when deserved. What's 5 minutes? When deserved? That's bullshit. What do you? I'm not giving you attention because you don't deserve it.
Hey, people, this is her list. Remember, she brought this to the table.
No, but come on. You got to agree. That's kind of... a man wrote this.
Read that again.
A man
Read that again.
wrote this. 5-minute rule. Give them uninterrupted attention when deserved. Not when
deserved.
needed.
Oh, that's
Oh
great.
my gosh.
Maybe you'll earn it, baby. Maybe you'll earn it.
That should be when they need it. And that goes for both. And not just me, not just women, for men too. When you need it. So if you're like, I need to talk, I need your attention.
You don't deserve it.
Do you deserve it? What did you do today? Did you deserve it? You brought me flowers, so you got 3 minutes. Listening. Starting now. 2:59. 2:58. I mean, seriously, that's rude.
If they deserve it.
So weird. That's what it says.
I want whoever wrote that to expand on their thought process.
It is a guy. Well, maybe. Dr. Umar Kinu.
Dude, who knows where that guy's from? It could be Saudi Arabia, where women aren't even allowed to walk on the
attention when
sidewalks.
deserved. I'm not even. Okay, we're going to change this up. You just need to give them in only 5 minutes.
Did they deserve?
You've got the 5-minute
girl,
rule.
You've got a problem. You got 5 minutes because you haven't talked today.
Right.
Or annoyed me. So go ahead and talk.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I like it. We're going to implement it immediately.
No. Let's move on to number 6. I think I understand this one.
Is this a male chauvinist post that you got to do? Is this one of the people you follow that's like
no, it's like no
hate women?
No, not at all. When someone shows their true colors, don't try to repaint them. What's that mean? For me, I don't know. I could be wrong. This to me means like, don't try to change the person. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're totally right. That's exactly what I heard. It's you show your true colors, and I don't necessarily like those colors.
But you're not going to change them.
I don't really like them,
right.
So I try to make excuses for it or push you back into what I think you should be. I just let you be you. I don't try to change your colors. That's how I get it. Maybe. This is really complicated. This list you got here is really stupid. There's a couple of good points.
I know, right?
But
I told you. I told you.
Dumb.
I told you that I.
These are not
didn't
good
pre-read
relationship rules. I can come up with 10 relationship rules.
Okay, well, I'll move on. I told you I didn't pre-read this. Talk about your relationship and what you want to create together. That's a good one.
That's a great relationship rule. I can't believe it's so far down the list.
I don't think they're in order. I told you this before.
Okay.
Talk about your... But a lot of people don't talk about their relationship. They just keep things in and just they go about their life and they just... They go in their routine and they're done. They never talk about any issues or what's bothered them. But a lot of times I think that we're all so busy. Like, I find myself doing this a lot. Like, we're so busy in our day and we're doing this and we're doing that. And then we finally get to where we're, you and I at least get to where we're on the same couch together at the same time. And by that time, if there was something that was bothering me or something I kind of wanted to get off my chest, sometimes I might just be like, I am way too tired to get into this tonight.
Yes.
And then you keep holding it in, keep holding it in, keep holding it in until eventually it's bothering you so bad that you're like blow up about it.
It gets bigger than it really is.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's probably an issue with a lot of people.
I'd say it's an issue with most people.
I normally try to tell you if something's bothering me, or sometimes you can sense it, and sometimes we'll text about it, but I think texting about certain things, like we talked about the other night, is really kind of hard. Because, like, if something's bothering me and I'm like, this, I'm being bothered by this, and this, you can't read the context. Like, am I bothered in like I'm just really kind of bothered by it. Or, like, this is making me mad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't hear tone.
Is it a serious issue or not?
Yeah. Is it something that's just bothering you? Or are you freaking ticked off? You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you can use all caps if you want, but I don't know.
You got it. That's what I was saying when we talked about it earlier. It's like I've decided on certain topics, I don't text about it anymore. We're going to talk about it in person.
Right.
Because it can be really easy to dismiss something you say and say, oh, okay, like that's not a big deal. That's minor. She's having this, or she's just having a moment.
Right.
She's having a minute where she's struggling with something, but it's going to pass. It's just not that big of a deal. Or the opposite. You think, oh my gosh, this is crazy. What's wrong? Panic mode.
Right.
When really to you, it's just like, I just had to
I just really want to say it. Right.
And I don't even need to talk about it again. Ever. Like, but it's better to be able to see somebody's face and hear their inflections in their voice.
In their body language.
Their body language.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's so much different when you're telling me those things and you're flipping me off at the same time. I understand clearly what you're talking about.
Well,
and what you mean.
I could send a flip off emoji.
Yeah, but those make me giggle. Emojis make me giggle.
Even if it's a flipping off one?
Yeah. Especially if it's...
You giggle?
The yellow middle finger guy. If you don't change it to a real human color, it bothers me. And I can't ever take you seriously. It's like you just found the emojis, is what I think. Like, it's 2019 and you just realize there are emojis. When I see yellow.
What about when people still use, like, they don't even use the emojis. They use the colon and the apostrophe, or the colon and the parenthesis for a smiley face. What do you think about that?
I picture them texting one of those slides. Remember, like, the phones that, like, were, like, layered and they, like, would slide it over and type on the keyboard?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what I see happening.
Because who does that anymore?
People. I think they're going retro. I think those people are like, you know what?
Taking
I'm not
it back old school?
in to this freaking easy way of life.
I like the emojis though. I don't want to use.
I like emojis too. I want more.
Okay.
I want more emojis.
Oh my gosh, I always want more. Okay, how about number 8? This is a good one. 8, 9, and 10. I just read ahead. Are pretty good. Number 8. Leave the past behind and stop living in it.
I like it.
So many things happen in a relationship.
They do.
So many things happen. So many bad things happen. So many things that...
Well, so many good things, too.
I know, but if you can live it... I'm thinking they're talking about bad things.
Oh.
I mean, because leave the past behind and stop living in it. Like, you can't... Maybe, I mean, I don't know. You can't live in the past.
It's true.
You can't live in maybe bad things that have happened, maybe somewhere that you don't live anymore and you wish you did. I mean, like, you have to live in the freaking moment. Because if you dwell on the past, it's going to create nothing but turmoil and fights.
It's true.
Big old fights.
It's true.
So
you leave the past in the past and move forward.
Right. The past is part of your story. You're never going to forget it, but you can't live in it.
You can't live in it, yes. No. It's destructive.
It absolutely 100% is, especially if you bring up the past to someone who might have done something bad in the past, either party, like,
yeah,
oh my gosh, and then you have to relive it again. And then you find it's just
not good.
No, it's really not.
No, it's not good for your relationship, people.
But so many people do that.
It's easy to do.
They keep it as like if they might have like a card to play. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody does whichever party does somebody wrong, they keep that card in the back pocket.
Like
That's
a jack.
like
no,
the-
like a joker. Like a joker.
That's like living in the past.
Aren't jokers wild cards?
I don't ever play cards, and when I do,
think it's like a
we take the
joker.
jokers out of the thing. Why even have them in there?
That's a good analogy. That's a good. You leave the past out of the deck.
But why do they make a deck of cards with a joker in it?
The
Is there
joker's
any-
good for something in
What?
some games, somewhere, somehow.
We need to research that because
I don't care.
everybody.
The games we play don't use the joker.
That's what I'm saying. But what game does? Because I think every time I've seen anybody play cards, they throw the jokers out.
How often do you see people play cards?
I mean, like as I was growing
like
up and
12
stuff.
times in your
Why are you
life?
so mean? I mean, like as I was growing up and like my grandparents would play cards.
Why are you bringing the past into it? Why do you have to bring the past into it?
Anyway, which brings us to number 9. Find something daily that makes them feel loved and special.
Aw, that's a good one. I like that.
I like that too.
That's really sweet.
You've been doing that this week, most days.
I did it.
You brought me flowers. You brought me coffee one day.
Oh, I did. I forgot about that.
That was very nice. He came in with Starbucks coffee.
You said you needed coffee on your story. And
I know.
actually
I
paid attention.
throw that out there and
listened.
hit, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it worked that day.
I want anybody else bring it to you. I want to be the one
I've
to
had
bring it
other
to you.
people bring me coffee.
I don't care. I do care. I want to be the one to bring you coffee.
You did that
You're
day.
my lady.
I would. Hey, multiple people when I put it on the story could bring me coffee, and I'd be like, line them up.
Line them up.
But that day
You're
you
a
did.
coffee hoe.
Exactly. That day I only had 1 cup, and I was like up so early, and
You're
I haven't been
stuck,
sleeping.
it's stuck at the
And
gym.
I'm stuck at the gym, but I'm going to take a Keurig in there. I already asked Josh. I'm like, can I bring a Keurig up in this bitch? And he was like, yeah, you can do whatever you want.
It's so nice.
Anyway, the people do want to feel special and feel loved. I mean, you get busy in your life, and sometimes that's the first to go because you think, oh, I've been with this person for so long. Obviously, they know they're special to me. Obviously, they know
True.
that I love them. I mean, I know.
But that doesn't make you feel that way.
No, I know that you love me. I know that I'm special to you. Obviously, and vice versa. But sometimes you just want to feel it. You want to hear it. You want to see it. You know what I mean? And it's more than just an I love you. I mean, it's nice to hear I love you. It's nice to say I love you. But, like, it's a gesture because the words I love you are said to your spouse, hopefully, every day.
Occasionally.
I mean, hopefully
Like
every
weekly.
day. But, you know, or even if you're just saying I love you, but you're saying it in a different way, you're writing it somewhere. Like you wrote it on my mirror one day.
I did.
You know what I mean? Things like
soap.
with soap. Things like that go a long way, at least for a woman. Like when you randomly text me that you love me, I like that.
I think they go a long way for anybody, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just women. I think men might not act like it's cool or
Right.
act like it touches them, but I
Right.
think they do feel special. I think it does make them feel good. Just
Right.
say.
Right.
I think you're right. I think it's for men and women. You know, people want to feel special, right?
Right.
So that's where the problems can creep in.
Nope, you're
Right.
right. Right.
Because it's not even like, I mean, for example, I've had friends that have had affairs. We
Yeah.
both have. It's something that happens. But I know one had, he had an ongoing physical affair with a lady. And it was a passionate, fun affair.
Mm-hmm.
But he even said throughout the whole thing, I love my wife and my family. I do not want to be without them. I don't want to be with this woman. If we both are divorced today, I don't want to marry her.
Yeah.
I just love hooking up. And it's not that I don't like her
Right.
or even love her, but it would ruin what we had that makes the fun of it so fun if we were married, which says that's what happened to your
It's
marriage.
so jacked up to me.
But that's when you live life with someone and you get in the weeds, right? You start having kids, you have routines, you're both freaking cleaning and you're scrubbing and you're coming home to messes,
Right.
cleaning up dog crap. You're freaking chasing kids. You're chasing them all over the place. You're going to pick them up from ball games at 10:30 at night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I do.
You don't have any of that crap with that mistress. All it is you meet up and you bang and you get out, right? So it's exciting.
I mean, I
It's
guess
fun.
I've never had a mistress. I mean, I don't.
Well,
I mean,
I haven't either, but from what I'm saying, from people who I've talked to that have had that, it's just it's that excitement of escaping the craziness of life. It's nothing against their spouse. It's just escaping the craziness and the mess of their life.
I guess I get that.
For a little bit of a day. I'm not advocating for it.
Yeah.
My point is I'm advocating for keeping it shook up.
Yeah.
My argument is that's why you need to change the dating. That's why whatever number it was, you need to make an effort to date differently.
Right.
You need to make an effort to do a little reverse cowgirls, ladies.
Why do you take it there?
Because you're the one that said men want certain things, women want certain. So you got to be their hoe.
Yeah.
So they don't get a hoe.
Oh my gosh.
And men, you got to be their bachelor on that bachelor show on the television.
I don't think women
so that the women don't find a bachelor.
I don't think women want bachelors. Where are you coming up with this stuff?
You know the show Bachelor, like
I know the show.
Dudes.
I know the show, but I don't think that women want bachelors.
Well, they want this picture of a romantic stud muffin.
I'm sure that. Okay, I'm sure all bachelors are not romantic, and I'm sure they're not all stud muffins.
None of them are. It's scripted.
Oh my gosh!
I ruined the Kardashians for Brooke tonight because I told her it was scripted.
Did she not know it was scripted for real? For real?
She does not believe that it is.
It is, to an extent. I think that they probably let him go.
They let him go a little bit, but they reel him in. They're not going to... It's too much money involved for them to let them do what they want to do.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I think they kind of let him go a little bit. But anyway, that's off topic.
Well, sure they do, but when they're like, he was so drunk and he wasn't supposed to go to this place. He's going to that freaking place. The director, the freaking people are going to make sure he gets there. Right? Otherwise, the show isn't going to be any fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be scripted to an extent. Okay, last one real quick, and then we're done with this. I thought we could go on for a few episodes, but apparently not because they got kind of stupid as we went. But like I said, I did not pre-read these because
we can find more people.
I do not like to always pre-read. I like to kind of be real in the moment and raw.
I love that part of it for me.
I do
knowing
too.
Anything.
I do too, because it might be bad, and you just be like, forget it, we're not using this. But anyway, number 10, and this is okay. I don't know about every day that this is going to be able to happen, but it says every day. Eat a meal together and go to bed together every day. Now,
I mean, the meal thing's tough.
That's tough.
Going to bed together
can be tough too. It can be. We don't always go to bed at the same time every day.
True.
Because sometimes I'm tired and I want to go to bed. And I think there's nothing more annoying than it's like the man or the woman looking over and be like, I'm ready for bed. And then like everybody has to go to bed. If you're ready for bed, then go to bed, mofo. I'm not.
I know, but I feel bad sometimes.
Why?
Because I like being with you.
Okay, I understand that,
and
I can see if it's.
I don't want to like be the guy like if you want to go to bed, and I don't want to like.
Then I'll go to bed.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not a baby.
I know.
If you know that like I'm having a hard day or like if it's been like if I'm upset or something, then yes, I understand. Then go to bed with me, or I'd go to bed with you if you were stressed or had a bad day or you needed your back rubbed or something like that. But like if it's just an average night and it's just like you're watching the game and I'm like, I'm so tired, I gotta go to bed. I don't expect you to turn the game off and go to bed with me. That's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I agree.
And if you're tired and I'm watching something or I'm doing something on my phone or on my computer, I'm not gonna go to bed with you at the same time if I'm not ready. Now, if this were an every night thing and you never go to bed at the same time and you never experience that, like, let's go to bed, then yeah, I get it. That might be a problem.
The majority of the time we go to bed.
The majority of the time we do because we're both kind of ready for bed at the same time.
And even when we don't, like, I like to at least climb in bed and use my iPad to watch stuff on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
If we go to bed together.
That's not required.
I'm not saying it's required,
You know what I mean?
but a lot of the time when I do that, by the time I set up, I'm like, I'm tired now.
Yeah.
I'm in bed, so I usually put it away.
I'm usually the one ready for bed first because I get up so early. But if you were to say I'm going to get in bed, I probably would go to bed too because I'm usually on my phone, usually doing something on social media or getting posts ready for the next day, editing pictures, whatever, editing videos. I probably would go on and get in the bed too and do it there.
But I would never expect you to. Like, if I said, hey, I'm going to go get in bed, I would never think, is she going to come to bed?
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Unless, the only time I'd ever, like, worry about it is if we were fighting.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't want to go to bed. But you know what I mean?
Oh, well, you do now. No, that's not even true. Nope. When we get into our big fights,
here we go.
What normally happens, y'all? No, listen, it's the truth, and don't say it's not because it is. What normally happens is we get into a fight. Whoever's fault it is.
That's not normal, people.
and I said when we get into fights. Okay. When we get into fights, one of us, whoever's wrong, whatever, that's beside the point. But you'll get
Usually it's me.
you'll get me so fired up to where I am so angry and I am so mad and I am like beside myself, and then you fall asleep.
It's a talent I have.
It's horrible. You fall asleep and then I'm up all night worried and upset about it.
Well, I can't stay up too late. It's not that I don't...
So don't say that it's hard to go to bed when we're fighting, because it's pretty easy for you, because you're snoring. I've taken pictures and videos, and I've time-stamped that shit, so you can see it the next day.
No. It's hard to go to bed at the beginning of fights.
Well, yeah, because you're fired up.
I'm trying, but then once it calms down...
It doesn't calm down. It calms down for you, because you check out. You're like, I'm done here.
Well, I've done everything I can do...
I'm done.
When I've done everything I can do, it's time to say, okay... We've done it. We've done what we can here. Let's go to bed. And I don't consciously say let's go to sleep, but it's just that whole laying on a pillow thing.
Okay, well, maybe you don't leave me and lay on a pillow. Maybe you finish it out.
That's what she said.
Anyway, all I'm saying is... It's not possible to always go to bed together every night. Or is it possible to eat a meal together every day?
You're right. What consists of a meal? Is it like 3 course?
No, I think they just mean
be a
breakfast or dinner or something like that. Or lunch or something. Sometimes we go get coffee, which is nice because it's something different.
I like it.
I do too. But anyway, so that's the list I had. It's over. It's done. Maybe we'll find a better one. And I apologize for numbers like 3 through 7 or whatever it was, especially that 5-minute one. That is seriously.
That was if you deserve it. If they deserve it. Hey, listen to your spouse if they deserve it.
And only for 5 minutes. 5-minute rule. You got 5 minutes.
Could you define what deserving it is?
You've got a 5-minute rule.
What do you have to do to deserve it?
Why 5 minutes? Like, you've got 5 minutes of my undivided attention, and that's it. You can have as much undivided attention that you need from me when you need it, not when you deserve it.
Yeah, well, what defines it? Can you imagine that? I'm saying, well, I'm not sure that you deserve 5 minutes from me today.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, tomorrow, if you do better, maybe you'll deserve it.
That's ridiculous.
It's kind of like somebody going crazy and you saying either calm down or relax. Has that ever worked in the history of anything?
No.
Calm down or relax.
Oh my gosh, if you tell me to calm down, it's
you know what I'm
over.
saying? Like if you're worked up and I go calm down.
Oh no,
you know what I might as well say? Nasty things to you.
Yeah.
Because to tell some, I mean, there's nobody that's like, oh, wait a minute.
He's right, I need to calm down.
Yes.
I need to calm down.
I didn't even think I was out of control here.
Right.
I didn't think I was worked up at all. I think I do. You're right, honey.
I need to calm down.
You are so right, baby. I need to calm down.
No, it's not going to work.
No.
I just think that I apologize for number 5. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah.
Anyway.
You need to relax.
All right. That's all I got. Remind me not to bring the list to the table anymore. It really wasn't a good list.
It was entertaining.
It was all right.
There's a couple of things on there. You did good.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
Bye.